King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to KMFDM Today, people. Angst is the title of this record. Track 3 of 10 is entitled Blood, and supposedly it's an evil mix. We've had 2 for 2 so far. Both tunes have been good. I did like the last one more because it was a bit more up-tempo, a bit more thrash. But I wouldn't blame them if that was like a one-off and the sort of mid-pace generally. We do get that with a lot of industrial, as far as I'm aware, from the little I've consumed. This is track number 3. This is Tyler. Listen through goes out to Brant. We're going to have a ramble and a rave today. Speaking on nothing rooted in fact. Just pure tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. Did you know they stopped selling tinfoil in replacement for aluminium foil? So if anybody ever calls you a tinfoil hat head, saying, "Where's your tinfoil hat?" said, "Well, I'd have one, but for some strange reason they stopped selling it under the guise of what do they call it? Eco matters." Of course, financially as well, or so they say. Economical and what do you call it when it's good for the world? Eco what? Is it just simply eco? I must find out. Ecological was the word I was looking for. You know what? You don't really hear people say ecological. It's funny considering it's such a leverage used against us to err in rules and regulations. You hear eco from time to time, but you never hear anybody speaking of ecological matters. It's never it's not a trigger word, is it? But yeah, they stopped selling it for those particular reasons and more. You know what? Considering we're talking black magic and war, yeah? There's a group that derives from over here, down south. And one of them got into the military. I think this was during the Afghan conflict, perhaps. I'm not too certain. But they intercepted him having communications with the other side in order to ambush his own team. I think he was American. And he had gone out there because this organisation spans across the world now. Is it an intelligence agency, honeypot, at this point? More than likely. He hadn't necessarily infiltrated, but he had gotten into the military and they had gone out on tour or whatever you would call it. He got set up over in Afghan and he was setting up his own team to get rid of by the opposing faction. Because it's a subversive principle, you know? It's a very chaotic means of being. In a parasitic means you attach yourself to an organisation that may quite possibly be contrary to your own belief system, and you turn it inside out from the inside, you know? It's mad what goes on in the world of politics. Listen to that snare, eh? Pa, pa, pa. Another interesting concept, because I've been looking into the fourth dimension, right? I've known nothing about this sort of stuff. Physics is... I've never, ever... Like, when I was in school and we were learning about science, I did not give a hoot whatsoever. I got taken down to the bottom set for the sake of me just not caring or trying. And I've been learning about the fourth dimension and its applications, and how the fourth dimension essentially represents eternity in relation to the three dimensions, which are, you know, you live and you die. It's the past, present, and future. But the idea of it being eternity aligns with people's near-death experience. When they see their life flash before their eyes, it's like they've seen a timeline of their life, like what they would have perceived in the fourth dimension, which is interesting. And then on the topic of near-death experiences, some who tell you don't go towards the light. It's a trap. It's the soul trap. You're going to be reborn. It's the demiurge's trick. So many cool things, man.
Nackend war, wurde von dieser Frau am Arm gepackt und wurde dort hinter dieser Eisentür vom Freien geschubst und es wurde nach jedem Kind verriegelt. Da war mir bewusst, dass die Kinder vergast sind.
Not a bad tune. I think it was the weakest of the first three. It was the weakest. It didn't come with the riffs. It was a nice march of a rhythm, but it didn't come with the riffs. We got Lust coming up next, track number 4, yeah? I will see you there. We're going to blend up into it, blow up into it. I'll see you there.